Hello everyone, I'm Brophy1322 and this video serves as an update to my best fully upgraded car series where I take all vehicles in GTA 5 around the circuit to find the best to use for racing. If you want to know how all vehicles perform in a variety of different classes and formats, check the annotation on the screen or the link in the description for the full playlist of videos, and of course feel free to subscribe for future updates. But otherwise, let's get straight into seeing how the vehicles from the Finance and Felony update compare to their counterparts. And first up in 8th place, we've got the Brickade. So you can't race this, you can't get this in a race, but you can get it in a deathmatch, and that's how I've been able to test it. So the lap time that it gets is a 1 minute 29.8, which actually puts it into second place in the services class. It's obviously not that quick, but it's still, you know, that's a good 12 seconds per lap slower than the best service vehicle, which is a taxi. But you know, it is still quicker than all of the other vehicles in the services class, and it's actually not too bad given its size. So next up in 7th place, we've got the Rumpo Custom. Now this slots itself into second place in the vans class, and it's only about 0.3 of a second slower than the Gang Burrito. So we finally got another vehicle that we can use in van races. The Rumpo Custom tends to have a little bit better speed carry around the corners, whereas the Gang Burrito, when we do the top speed testing, we'll probably find that the Gang Burrito still has the best top speed and a bit more power in general over the Rumpo. But yeah, we finally have another vehicle in the vans class that can take it to the Gang Burrito. Even if it is a little bit slower, it's certainly up there, it's certainly on the pace, and it could certainly be used in van races if that's what you prefer. So in 6th place for the DLC, we've got the XLS. Now this comes in 8th place in SUVs. The 1 minute 15.7 that it gets is okay for SUVs, but it is behind quite a few. Obviously the Huntley S is the main one there, but it's also behind all of the Ballers. It's not that quick, and it's not really that impressive compared to all of those. Now in 5th place for this DLC, we have the Windsor Drop. So this is actually interesting because I think this is the very first four-seat vehicle that's convertible, so that's quite interesting as a car itself. But the lap time that it gets is a 1:13.5, which is about 1/10 of a second slower than the regular Windsor, and obviously that is hugely off the pace in the coupes class, just like the regular Windsor. Probably has a high top speed, again we'll find out when we do the top speed testing, but yeah, it's not very good in the coupes class, and it's the second worst coupe in the game. But in 4th place, we've got the XLS armoured version for this DLC, and this absolutely demolishes the SUVs class. This is the brand new quickest SUV in the game, beating out the Huntley S by almost 2 seconds per lap. This was a huge surprise to me. It was a huge shock that we had this. Unbelievable, but that, you know, with the vehicles that we've had that have had armoured variants in the past, the armoured version has always been slower than the regular version. This time the armoured version is much better. It's got better traction, it's more powerful, and yeah, it's significantly quicker than the regular XLS, and it's again significantly quicker than the Huntley S. So this is the new fastest SUV in the game by a long way. And if you don't have one of these, the Huntley S can probably still be used in SUV races, but ultimately you are still going to be off the pace when you're up against quite a few of these XLS armoured varieties. So yeah, if you want the new best SUV in the game, you're going to have to get one of these. Remember that the Huntley S's lap time was about a 1 minute 13.7, so that's a big difference there. That is a big lap time difference that the XLS has extended out on top of the Huntley S. So yeah, that's the 4th best vehicle from this DLC. If you want to see the 1st to 3rd places, those were covered in the video yesterday. Feel free to click on the annotation on the screen and that will take you straight to there. Obviously I covered the top 3 because those were the ones that everybody wanted to see, and then we've done these the day after. But hopefully this has been interesting to you. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing how quick the vehicles are. Were any of them a surprise to you? I know that the XLS armoured version was certainly a shock to me, but it seems like we've got some very well balanced vehicles such as the Rumpo Custom and obviously the supercars from yesterday's video. We've got some well balanced vehicles from this update, apart from the XLS, which pretty much makes dominated SUVs class even more dominated. So yeah, let me know all your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching. The top speed testing will be coming tomorrow, so thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.